DRRM, yun lang. Pag hindi ko naman
So, walang
nilalahat.
preparedness, walang education.
Meron silang preparedness pero mga once a year na training. Ito yung mga training na parang Red Cross training. You get what I mean? Hindi sineseryoso.
Pag naging vice president, sa policy ng OPM?
Yung policy niya, yung unang tanong, dapat yata magkaroon ng parameters yung gobyerno to make sure na seseryoso. Paano siya seseryosohin? Una, i-require, sino ba yung pwedeng maging DRRM officers? At yung DRRM officers dapat capable. Pag sinabi kong capable, nag-undergo talaga ng training. Kasi dun sa amin kung sino lang, parang kung merong empleyado na wala masyadong trabaho, binigyan siya ng additional assignment. Kung meron namang empleyado na had the trust of the mayor, siya yung ang daming ibang, yung DRRM, may DRRM assignment ka, pero ano ka din, ikaw din yung general services, ikaw din yung logistics, yung mga ganon. Those are the realities on the ground. Yung sa akin, yung ano talaga, yung possibilities na pwedeng mangyari kung ang local government units lang mag-step up, ang laki. Kasi ang daming services na nakasalalay talaga sa local government units.
Second question po, ano po yung science policy niyo? Ano muna ako natin success story ng NOAA and UST. Pero
Yun yung best news pagdating sa DRRM.
pero in terms of the other sciences, ano yung science policy niyo if you become vice president? For example, agriculture, biotech, and yung mga biotechnology and computer science. Kasi in terms of yung impact, like for example, yung Supreme Court ruling ngayon ng GMO, meron pa rin siyang repercussions na overreach, not only on the talong, but also on medicine for diabetes, all the vaccines, and even all the feeds ng farm may impact siya. Pero let's not go dito kasi conclusion na konti. Ang ano ko lang is, ano yung scientific policy in terms of those things na as of now, mostly nakafocus tayo sa just preparedness, but in essence, potentially, ang dami pang na hindi na sikaso na scientific, hindi na ikinig.
Yeah, ako ano yun, masyadong broad yung tinatanong mo. Pero yung pinaka-example ko na lang dyan, yung IRRI, yung IRI sa Las Palmas. Marami tayong mga katabing bansa na nag-aral sa atin. Pero bakit yung mga nag-aral sa atin, yun yung mga nag-succeed sa rice production. Pero tayo yung inaralan, tayo yung naiwan na ng grabe. Isa lang yung implication nito. Gusto sabihin, hindi natin nagamit to our advantage. At ito, reflective sa general na national policy on research, general national policy on science and technology. Parang hindi tayo seryoso. Hindi tayo seryoso na gamitin ito sa mga pangangailangan natin sa araw-araw. Hindi lang sa agriculture, pero pati din sa DRRM. Alam mo yung agriculture, there is a lot of debate going on now on whether or not we were correct in pursuing a policy of rice self-sufficiency. Di ba? Parang kung titingnan natin yung policy ng ating gobyerno over the last 6 years. Parang we were always targeting rice self-sufficiency. And we never achieved that. So yung tanong, yun ba yung tamang policy direction? And I think, yung tanong na ito masasagot sana kung ginagamit natin yung tools for research. Yung tools for, di ba? Kasi kung ginamit lang siguro natin yung science and technology, baka alam na natin right then and there na hindi possible na maging rice self-sufficient. Diba, pag tinignan natin yung Thailand, pag tinignan natin yung Malaysia, parang tinignan natin yung Singapore, parang tayo, na-stuck tayo dun sa rice self-sufficiency na, di ba yung mas importante sana yung food security.
So, tingin na
Diba?
mo Vice
So,
President, maganda mo ng science consultant.
wala ba tayo ngayon? Wala naman yata ngayon.
Kasi most of the politicians
Baka hindi lang na-utilize na maayos.
Oo.
But I think it's indispensable naman to have one, di ba? Kasi it requires a certain degree of expertise that we don't have. Eh. Kaya tingin ko mahalaga. Yung Project NOAA is one example of that, where we put a lot of premium on science and technology to prepare ourselves. Sobrang dami natin na gain because of that. Project NOAA has been very, very successful. And if we were successful with Project NOAA, we could be successful in many other respects.
My question was also related to that. On Project Noah, my son is, according to Mahar, my son is one of the brains of Project Noah.
Which son is this?
Nakoma.
Child number?
Child number.
Three. I just wanted to know if you will start counting now or it's automatic.
Anyway, the question is, are you excited about science and technology, given issues on global warming and climate change?
Ako, I'm not very good at it. Ang gusto ko sabihin, it's not my area of expertise. But I do recognize that government should equip itself with science and technology information because it's the only way to move. It's the only way we can move forward. Marami, global warming, agriculture, climate change. Ano yun? Lahat hinged on
We have a lot of
On
people
science and technology.
BOST,
Oo
and they
nga.
go out of the country because they're
Oh,
giving,
diba?
they're paid
Diba
very
yung
small.
UP, ano nga, karamihan umalis na.
Mabababa yan eh.
Mababa masyadong bayan.
So
Kasi,
imagine that.
again, marginalized, diba? Masyadong marginalized. Hindi nakikita yung,
Kulang yata yung full communication between national government and the scientific communities. If just go
what do you mean kulang?
kulang sa communication, for example, sa GMO,
Oo.
if you look at that, the discussion was very limited. Hindi lahat ng sides ng
Gusto nyo sabihin,
Tapos ang Supreme
despite the
Court-
Supreme Court ruling, hindi na
Siguro
exhaustive.
yung Supreme Court wasn't aware, wala silang science people to evaluate the project.
Meron sila science people, but it was one or two. Na in the scientific community, there are different opinions, and lahat na naman opinion that one theory is not the law until it is somebody vetted by someone else on experiment. So, ang internal understanding is sa Supreme Court, ginawa as law yung isang principle na community. So, basically, kulang sa communication sa
Pero tingin ko yung pagkukulang natin, maraming government officials, me included, parang hindi masyado na-appreciate yung value ng
Yung science.
na dapat umiba ito, considering na meron na tayong models na kaya tayo nakarating doon is because of this.
Are you almost?
Yeah, I'm done because
Okay,
follow
so
up
we have two more
questions.
questions.
But, yeah, based on the latest surveys and looking at the past, you've zoomed up to the tying up to number one. With,
Hindi, number 2.
Yeah, but it's a tie. It's the same.
Statistical
It's the
tie.
same number. So you're 90%.
Number two.
Number 2. Si
Ah,
Cheese is
number
30, I
two, yes.
think.
Oh,
But-
you're number two with Bongbong.
Bongbong is yeah. Now, how would you?
Sino number one?
Escudero is
Cheese?
30. Robredo is 19. Marcos is 19. And Cayetano is 17. So the question really is, how would you differentiate yourself versus the other three people?
I'll start with discussing first the statistics. Parang right now, I'm not too concerned with rankings. Although I'm happy that I'm number 2 tied with Bongbong. Pero I'm looking at it more on yung absolute values. I started at 1%. I was 9% before October. I was 3% November. I rose to, I'm talking here of both Pulse and
September.
These the SWS, yeah.
both Pulse and SWS. So I was 1%, 3%, 7%. I think at one point I was at 12, then 14. I think yung Pulse na latest, which was 2 weeks before that, was 14, and then I became 19. So siguro what I can only wish for is that hindi ako magahol sa oras sa paghahabol kasi I only have 4 months to go. Pero the good thing about it also is if you look at the numbers of the others, I think I'm in a better place. Kasi halimbawa si Cheese at one point he was 53, now he's 30. Bongbong also lost by 2 points I think. So ano naman, yung trajectory is solid. But the challenge is malayo pa ako sa 30. Talaga maghahabol pa. Yung pangalawa, how do I differentiate myself? How would I differentiate myself? Kasi, siguro aside from being the only woman among five males. Of all the 6 of us, I think I'm the only one who's had extensive grassroots experience. All of the other candidates aside from me, mas national. I've worked with the grassroots for so long. It has been my life's work. I think it is an advantage in the sense that my experience with working for the marginalized communities really give heart and soul to the kind of service that I'm offering. It's really an alternative. If we will look at the siguro yung information about all the other candidates, siguro ako din lang yung may reform agenda na sinusulong. Mas very traditional yung iba. Pero while I'm optimistic, I'm also realistic. I do understand that this is a stiff fight, a rough fight. Kaya sinisipagan naman.
Well, just to give us some kind of a perspective, the fact that you have risen to a tied second, while comparing the, Escudero, Marcos, and Cayetano are national figures, because they have been,
And they have gone through
there.
national elections already.
So for you to be able to reach, to tie Marcos at that point, is already a very significant achievement by itself.
Actually, just to share with you, yung pinaka-target namin, given that we started with 1 and 3%, that by January we should have been at least at 15%.
Well,
So
you are-
before the end of the year, I was at 19. It was
you're
a
19%.
really good news. The challenge is how to push it some more, and mas maging stable.
Well, several months ago in my blog, I wrote that your key challenge was actually to get brand awareness, because you were a figure in Naga, but not on a national
Yeah.
basis. So
My awareness was 57% when I
so
started.
that was what I was saying. You needed more exposure, and I think that's coming through now. So going forward, being a marketing and advertising guy, you would need advertising to be able to top the 30%. So that would be
Ano naman?
Todo na.
Todo na yung TV ads sa campaign period.
that's what you should do. In fact, the other question, I don't know if you want to answer it, is while you are succeeding, Mar Rojas isn't. Why do you think is that? Because Rojas is based on both the SWS and Pulse Asia surveys. Yeah, I have the numbers here. Rojas is actually is flat on the ratings, but reduced his ranking on both surveys. So why are you succeeding by Sina?
It should be a number of reasons. Ako, aaminin ko po sa iyo, marami pa akong hindi naiintindihan. I really depend on the advice of people that I believe in. Yung nakakaintindi ng national elections. Because local elections is really so different from national. And I came from many years in the local. Pero siguro yung advantage ko kasi kay Secretary Mar, bago ako eh. Wala pa ako masyadong baggages. Yung narrative ko bago. I think to a certain extent, it is both an advantage and a disadvantage. It is a disadvantage in the sense that ang awareness talaga mababa. Pero yung advantage niya naman, dahil wala pa akong baggages, yung conversion ko mataas. So when I go around, we saw that in the surveys. Tinignan namin yung mga lugar na napuntahan ko, ang conversion ang laki. Pero yung mga lugar na hindi ko pa talaga napuntahan, remain the same. So, siguro aside from selling myself, marketing style, hinahaluan din siya ng ground. Kasi parang yun din kasi yung strength ko. Mukhang pag napupuntahan ko, ano naman, nakakadala. Pero I do understand that parang because national elections is so different, I cannot do retail also. So it has to be a combination of both. I cannot speak for Secretary Mark. Pero yun lang, sa pagtingin ko lang, yun yung advantage ko. Parang si Secretary Mark kasi matagal na sa gobyerno, so marami nang sasagutin, and not just him. Everyone who has been in government for a long time, marami nang bago din. Yun siguro yung advantage namin ni Senator Grace. Pareho kami bago. So, di ba? Parang it can work both ways eh. Una, marami magsasabi wala pang karanasan, hindi pa kilala. Yung pangalawa naman, wala pang masyadong dala-dalang bago.
So our last question would be from
Yes.
Since you're here,
Oh.
You have many advocacy sinaga you're mentioning. And what's your top priority?
ako, mas ano po ako, really a combination of rural development through good governance. Yung paniniwala ko po kasi, parang rural development can only be achieved through good governance and strong local governance. Marami po akong karanasan ngayon in my district that have really been eye-openers. Yung sinasabi ko kanina, the example I gave you was, Naga seems to be an anomaly. An anomaly in the sense that it's so different from the 7 other towns outside of it. And the only thing that we can attribute it to is the kind of governance inside Naga. And we were able to achieve most of our targets as far as yung health, nutrition, poverty incidents, etc., because of good governance. And when I talk of good governance, again, transparency, accountability, people empowerment. Yung anti-poverty po kasi, it cannot be done on a patronage sort of governance. And sadly, we see that in most other local government units. But they also have a lot of anti-poverty programs. But these programs are more through patronage than anything else. And I don't think it's sustainable. Yung pag may nangangailangan mamimigay, most of the local governments are doing that. And I don't espouse that kind of government. Yung sa akin po, pag nilinis yung gobyerno, magiging stronger yung local government unit. Pag naging stronger yung local government unit, mas in a better position siya to fight poverty.
Do you have any advocacy for seniors in Naga?
We started a senior wellness program. What we did was, sa amin po kasi marami yung namamatay because of health reasons, pero no intervention. When we scanned the environment, we saw that there have been many medical missions done in the past for senior citizens, but these are one-time missions. So yung ginawa po namin, we partnered with Sea Oil Foundation. Yung ginawa namin, we conduct medical missions, but these medical missions are more for environmental scanning. Ginawa po namin, lahat na senior citizens accounted for. Yung hindi makakapunta sa mission, pupuntahan siya. Chine-check up siya, tinitingnan yung lahat na health problems niya. Tinitingnan, meron ba siyang mga kailangan na maintenance medicines? Kung meron, is the family able to provide for it? Kasi if the family is not able to provide for it, we will make sure that somebody else will provide for it. Doon po sa ganang yun, meron na kaming inventory ng lahat ng pangangailangan. And when we went to DOH was telling us, but we have been sending medicines to your barangay health units and your rural health units. But our records show na tinatapon lang nila yung mga gamot kasi nag-expire. So we tried to find out where the problem was. Kailangan ng gamot, may gamot, pero tinatapon. Yung na-find out po namin, DOH would send whatever medicine is available, but these are not the medicines that they need. Siyempre tinatapon kasi wala namang nangangailangan, pero yung kailangan hindi dinadala. So we entered into an agreement with DOH. These are what we need every month. So if you could send us the maintenance medicines of the seniors. So yung sa amin po, yung mga seniors na dati parang left to die, ngayon nakaka-maintenance medicine na sila every day. Yung pangalawa, we also started a community rehabilitation program. Kasi marami din yung mga na-stroke, yung may mga disability. But the families can't afford to bring them to rehab services on a regular basis. So what we did was organize all the rehab and ortho doctors in Camarines Sur. And we asked them to train barangay health workers and train the caregivers. So sila na yung nagka-train, yung mga kinakailangan ng rehab services, yung BHWs na, saka yung mga caregivers na, yung nag-community rehab sa kanila. And it has produced tremendous results. Maraming hindi na nakakalakad ngayon. Maraming paralyzed na dati na ngayon hindi na. And it didn't take rocket science to do that. The services are available. There are so many people just willing to give a part of themselves to help. Yung pinakatrabaho ko lang po dun, pagkabit-kabitin lahat. Ano yun? Maraming serbisyo yung gobyerno na hindi masyadong napapatama yung pagbigay. Halimbawa po, when we were starting, this is not seniors anymore, but when we were starting a malnutrition program, we went to several of our municipalities and we found out na ang ginagamit nila to weigh their babies yung bathroom scales. And sabi ng mga nutritionists, hindi pwedeng bathroom scales kasi hindi yun accurate for babies. So tinanong namin, bakit hindi kayo gumagamit ng Salter weighing scales? Ang sagot sa amin, we never had Salter weighing scales. Tapos yung ginagamit nila to measure the length of the babies, yung ginagamit nila, tape measure.
Okay.
So dapat height boards eh. So we were asking, bakit hindi? Wala namang kami niyan. So we went to kailan pa kayo wala? Meron silang nag-iisa pero may nakalagay pa Ministry of Human Settlements. So ganun siya katagal. At wala ni isa na Salter weighing scale. Pumunta kami sa DOH, magtatanong lang sana kami kung saan kami makakahingi. Pumunta kami sa DOH, there was a warehouse full of Salter weighing scales and height boards just waiting to be picked up. Diba? By local government units.
Pero hindi
Walang
nila
pakialam.
alam.
Wala silang pakialam.
Marami.
Parang babaya. Kasi diba, if you see the need, you would, if you're the mayor, diba?
But shouldn't that be out also in a website or something?
Pero yung health kasi, health diba has been devolved already, health functions. So it's really the function of the
Of the
local government
LGUs.
units.
Oo, the LGUs.
Can we Google this program years from the seniors we were talking earlier?
It should be in my, I hope pwedeng pa-check. If it's not there, can you ask my district office?
I think Lenny has to go.
Yeah,
I have a
Sige.
6 o'clock. Pero, but you get my point, ma'am, na
yeah, I know.
parang if only government officials are more committed to what they're doing, so much can be done because it's available eh. It's available. It's not as if we don't have money for it because we have.
Kasi
Yung
for the bottom line,
immunizations, yung immunizations, I belong to Kaya Natin.
Oo.
Parang our foundation has been helped. Nililibing yung immunization kasi
Kasi po,
nag-expire. Parang masyadong out of sync yung.
maraming kasi they're only there because it's a job.
Pero ano yun eh, you know,
What we need
it's
what we need is the heart and the
Pero it's not
dedication.
hard to do that. Kaya yun yung nakakasama ng loob. Parang, kaya yung Salter Weighing Scales, they've been suffering for more than 10 years without
Just
it.
as all the races, yung
And
rice
it's
na
there.
bulok.
Sabi nung DOH, it's just there eh.
Sayang.
So, may chance ba?
Oo naman, pero isa yung
Ang
sa...
bansa natin?
Oo naman. Malaki yung... Hindi.
Kasi nung nag-interview kami 6 years ago ng mga presidential candidates, yun din ang tanong namin eh, pero naging instead na pababa pa yung
Pero ako talaga, importante yung...
So, we're okay?
Time na daw.
Okay, so
Time na.
time's